18.38, Parent 1, Parent B. The school board of the Spooner Area School District will hold a public hearing to consider submitting a request to the Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction to waive the instructional hours and educator effectiveness requirements due to disruptions as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Can I have a roll call, please?
Here.
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 Here?
Here.
Here.
Okay. And we're going to start out with some background on this, Dr. Aslan.
Thank you. Wisconsin Statute 11838 requires that school boards specify in a request for a waiver, reason for requesting waiver, which includes disruption of learning caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. The district has provided a portion of instruction remotely using asynchronous delivery weekly during the 2020-21 school year. The remote asynchronous delivery is prescribed in the school district's reopening plan for 2020-21 at the adopted attendance level. Remote asynchronous learning includes the lessons in digital and hard copy formats, as well as on a limited scale in person for reinforcement or additional learning support. Positive cases requiring quarantine as well as exposures resulting in exclusions. And quarantines have required individual students and groups of students to participate in coursework provided remotely using asynchronous delivery. And we know that COVID's impact in our district has been very significant, with over 1,400 episodes of exclusion or quarantine for students and over 125 of those for staff. So certainly a significant impact. The state of Wisconsin, I stand corrected, PI 8.01 sub 2 sub F administrative code has hours of instruction. It says each school board will annually schedule at least 437 hours of direct instruction in kindergarten, at least 1,050 hours of direct pupil instruction in grades 1 through 6, and at least 1,137 hours of direct pupil instruction in grades 7 through 12. So what you have before you tonight for consideration are asking you to consider directing the administration, adopting a resolution directing the administration to apply for a waiver of hours of instruction, and also carrying out the educator effectiveness for this year, again, based on the disruptive nature that COVID-19 has had on teaching and learning in the district.
Okay, so there also is public comment portion to this hearing. And do we have any, Nathaniel, do we have any?
I did not receive any comment via email.
Okay. To read tonight or anything? Nothing?
No.
Okay. So there is no public comments or anything that was received to the district via email today. So we have no public comment portion of this meeting or hearing. With that said, yes, okay. With that said, I'm looking for a motion to direct the district administration to apply for a waiver of the requirement of Wisconsin Statute 121.02, Parent 1, Parent F, and the administrative rules promulgated by the department regarding required instructional hours for students for the 2020-2021 school year, only due to the disruption caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. And B, waiver of the requirements in carrying out an educator effectiveness cycle for educators in their summer year in 2020-2021, including waivers of the requirements to meet PI 8.01 and Wisconsin Statute 115.415, and 121.02, parent 1, parent Q, for the 2020-21 school year, only due to the disruption caused by the COVID-19 pandemic.
I so move.
And a second.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
I'd like to just, if we could just expand on the educator effectiveness cycle. We were here 4 days a week of the 5. Does the fact that we missed that 1 day prevent us from doing the educator effectiveness cycle? I guess that's my question. I understand the first one, but the second one, I just need a little more background why we would approach that.
Dr. Aslan?
Yeah, so the 4 days a week certainly impacts it, but does not preclude it. However, with the large volume of staff absences due to exclusions or quarantine, we apply for that waiver in the event that we've got people that are on that third year of that cycle that were unable to conclude their educator effectiveness evaluation to standard due to not having enough time with them.
So we would just jump on next year as if this year never happened?
It would, their summative year would be rolled forward to the 2021, 2022 school year.
Thank you.
Are there any other comments or discussion? Okay. Could I have a roll call vote, please, Caitlin?
Yes.
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 Okay. Motion to adjourn this public hearing?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? This hearing is adjourned.
Here we go.
No,
Well, wait.
been a bad day.
Wait till 6.
Work.